But thus, at the top of the hour, we are bringing you the big story of what the exit poll of polls have shown in the first big election of 2026. The BJP-led Mahayuti is set to sweep the BMC polls. The exit polls are giving a clear edge to the BJP-Shiv-Sena combined in the crucial elections to India's richest civic body. The counting, remember, will take place tomorrow. It appears from the polls that the Thakuris who have come together have not had any major impact. All the exit polls are showing in effect a triple engine triumph in the Mumbai for the BJP. Exit polls in particular are showing Mahila and youth choosing the BJP over their rivals. Just take a look at what the exit poll numbers are showing. Let's take a look at each of those exit poll numbers. Remember, there are 227 wards. So the halfway mark is 114 in the Mumbai Municipal Corporation. Axis My India gives the BJP Alliance 141, JVC 138, DV Research 107 to 122, Sakal polls 119, Janmath polls 138, and another poll JDS 127 to 154 to the BJP. So none of the polls are suggesting that the Shiv-Sena-led alliance or the UBT, Uddhav Thackeray-led alliance is anywhere close to the halfway mark. The Congress is turning out to be a bit of a spoiler as a marginal player, getting around 20 to 25 seats. So the big picture, the first big election, if the exit polls are right, will mean more good news for the BJP-led alliance. Let me go straight to the pollsters. Pradeep Gupta, Chairman and MD Axis My India, joining us. Sanjay Kumar, Co-Director, Lokniti CSTS, also with us. Pradeep Gupta, your poll is giving a relatively comfortable majority to the BJP-led alliance. I just want to understand, confident about the numbers because, as you know, pollsters have had a mixed record in the last 24 months. Do you believe that the trend is very clear, the BJP-led alliance ahead, and why? What is the main reason that is propelling them forward according to your exit poll?
So, Rajdeep, it is important for me to let everybody knows about our track record and people to believe accordingly or otherwise. Axis My India till now, last 12 years, we have predicted about 81 elections and accurately called elections right in 75 occasions, 75 out of 81. So that's the poll record. Now coming to this thing, our actual range of ward share of the seats here is 131 to 151 for the BJP plus, and UBT it is 58 and 68. Now coming to why this number or the tally looks like in the prediction at least, the major reason is that split of Shiv Sena comparing to the last election, where Sanjay Sena is splitted from the Shiv Sena main alliance. Last time, all four major parties has fought elections separately, and Shiv Sena secured 84 seats versus the BJP 82 seats. I mean, the very simplest arithmetic is here, and they secured 28 to 27% of the BJP and 28 for the Shiv Sena. And this time, MNS with 7% vote share is added to this fold. And Shiv Sena, even if you take 50% of Shiv Sena, the 14 percentage points is split away. Even if you give the advantage to the UBT, 14% shifted, 7% added, and over and above, some minority vote added this time in comparison to the last time in the fold of UBT. But when you see the Mumbai, you know better than anybody else what is the Mumbai geography all about. These Muslim are the minority. There are about 41 odd seat, which is the Muslim dominate, but it is spread in three major pockets, which is Kalba Devi and Bhaikala 1, where the Congress is number 1 among the minority, the Muslim vote. In Jogeshwari, the second pocket is the Jogeshwari, Malad, Chandivali area, where the UBT is securing number 1 position. And in Mankur and Govandi area, where the Congress is, the vote is split among the Congress and the Samajwadi Party, and the UBT being the third player over there. So clear cut, the minority vote, which is 19%, is splitted into threefold. then you can say some consolidation of Marathi vote, which contributes to total 37%, 50%, half of it in the favor of UBT. But the third and the large pie, the share is 44% non-Marathi, non-Muslim vote, where BJP plus securing the among the North Indians and among the Gujaratis and the Rajasthanis and South Indians as high as 68 to 70%.
So what you're saying,
let
let me make it simple. You're saying the Marathi vote, to a large extent, the Maharashtrian vote is going to the UBT, but not fully. A substantial chunk of it is also going to the Shinde-Sena, and some of it also going to the BJP. Number two, the Muslim vote is getting fragmented. It's not going one-sided as it was in the Lok Sabha in 2024. And number three, and importantly, the non-Maharashtrian, North Indian, South Indian vote is consolidating around the BJP-led alliance. So the pure arithmetic is working in favor of the BJP alliance because they have a broader alliance. Am I correct? That the broader alliance is the one which is working. The opposition is fragmented. The BJP vote is getting consolidated.
Yeah, and if you see, this is the demographically, the community-wise, if you see the geography, if you divide Mumbai into three major regions, one is the greater Mumbai from Mahim to Kulaba, where UBT is giving good fight. In central suburb, where the UBT and Shiv Sena Shinde and BJP alliance is almost equal. But the actual lead is coming from the western suburb, where BJP has always been the big player, particularly on account of large number of Gujaratis and Rajasthanis and Marwaris and those kind of communities here.
Right.
And this is where you will find 2:1. That's the difference between UBT and BJP when it comes to Mumbai.
We are also seeing a divide within in terms of gender and in terms of age group. Very interestingly, Sanjay Kumar, Pradeep Gupta's poll is suggesting that the older voters by and large are still to an extent with the Thakuris, but the younger voters in Mumbai have shifted firmly to the BJP-led alliance. And the women voters to a large extent have also moved towards the BJP. We've seen the benefits of that in state elections also, the freebies, the Ladki Bahin scheme. Do you get a sense, as I said, that the BJP post-2024 has worked actively to create a broader alliance, even as the opposition has got more and more fragmented, or has not offered something which is attractive for the women and young voters in particular?
You're right, Rajdeep. While we have not done any poll for the BMC elections, but I think the data which has been presented by Pradeep ji also indicates of on the similar lines as we have witnessed in the Lok Sabha elections nationally when 2024 Lok Sabha elections were held. And if you look at how people in different states have voted, whether it is Bihar, Maharashtra, Haryana, or some other state, and these are the states where BJP has registered a big victory along with the allies. And the two key factors these days have been the women vote. Women voters have shifted in favor of BJP in a big way. In Bihar, the women turnout was 9% higher compared to the men turnout. And BJP alliance took almost 4 or 5% lead among the women voters. So I'm not surprised if the data indicates that in the BMC election, what is happening is that the women vote and the young voters are consolidating behind the BJP and its allies. And while Thakuris had expected that they will get the young votes of the young people, they may not be getting the larger share of the young voters.
Am I also right, Sanjay Kumar, in saying that the BJP, particularly in urban India, and we've seen this now for some length of time, the Modi factor, and in the case of Mumbai, this time the Fadnavis factor, gives the BJP an advantage. The BJP is seen to be far more attractive for a new so-called aspirational urban voter. You create these large-scale infrastructure projects and suggest that, look, we are looking to the future. The opposition is looking at the past.
Rajdeep, because if you remember the BJP of the 1990s, in a sense 1998, 99 elections, that was the time when BJP was extremely popular.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Sanjay.
BJP was extremely popular in the urban locations and very little vote BJP was getting in rural India. But slowly and gradually, if you see the BJP's expansion since 2014 till 2024, BJP has expanded massively in the rural India, and that's why BJP in 2019 Lok Sabha election managed to reach 37% vote. But remember, yes, BJP has been able to make inroads among the rural voters, but still, disproportionately very high number of people vote for BJP in urban location, and it's much bigger in the big metropolitan cities like Mumbai, which we are discussing today.
Pradeep Gupta, there will be those, of course, your polls don't look at the money factor, the money power, the resources. Opposition leaders claim 10-1, the BJP has an advantage, especially in a poll like Mumbai, where the role of developers, the role of contractors becomes more and more important. Average size of a constituency is 50,000. If only 25, 30,000 people vote, I only need to effectively get 10 to 12,000 people to vote for me. Is there a money factor, resource factor, or does this go beyond that?
I think, Rajdeep, it goes beyond that. As far as the money goes, I mean, major political party, they use this money power to woo the voters, and I'll tell you, in Jogeshwari area where my people have reported, last 15 days घर में खाना नहीं बनाया उन्होंने, पूरे के पूरे पंडाल और पॉलिटिकल पार्टी में वहीं खाना बन रहा है, वहीं मस्ती चल रही है और सारा कुछ हो रहा है. सो इट रिक्वायर्ड लॉट ऑफ मनी, बट टू से सो जो भी पावर में होता है, दे आर इन अ बेटर पोजीशन एज फार एज द बैंडविड्थ इज कंसर्न, be it money power or the other powers, there's not a single percent doubt onto that. But until and unless I always say so, the winning the election is winning the hearts of the people, and it cannot be fake. No money can buy win for you. They may buy some votes here and there, but overall picture is always depend on your performance or the performance of the incumbent government, whoever is there at this thing.
How much of a difference has the fact that the opposition was not united? Had all these parties fought together, would it have been a closer contest as per your exit polls?
Definitely, yes. Not a single percent doubt onto this. You have witnessed and seen this during the Lok Sabha election, particularly in Mumbai. It was 4:2 when it comes to the 6 Lok Sabha seats. 4 for the opposition alliance and 2 for the 1 each for the BJP and Shiv Sena Sindhe. So
Right.
definitely, had they fought together, these particularly minority votes and Dalit vote, you are underestimating the Dalit vote. This time Congress it is the alliance with Prakash Ambedkar VBA, which scored substantial chunk of Dalits among the Dalits. And that is the Congress strategy when it comes to the national level. They try and get their core vote bank of minority and Dalit into their fold, which they have lost on account of these regional parties. And that is the precisely reason why they have not stitched the alliance when it comes to the Mumbai in particular.
Final word from you, Sanjay Kumar. If these numbers hold, does it mean that the Thackeray brand of identity politics of playing the Marathi Manus card or playing the politics that Balasaheb Thackeray played doesn't work in a new India? Does it show that you've got to change the way you do your politics now in this newer India?
Certainly, Rajdeep. If these numbers hold, and I think that these numbers are going to hold, it's only about the range of, victory for BJP and its allies. The traditional caste class cleavages is not working in Indian elections now. Yes, you are able to attract voters of your own caste community, and that applies to Mumbai as well. That yes, you are able to appeal sections of voters, but in order to win election in a competitive mode, you have to reach out to voters beyond your core constituency. That's
Right.
not if you look at all the opposition party, whether it is about the Mumbai municipal election or in other state, look at what happened in Bihar. Yes, RJD and its allies managed to get votes among the Yadavs and the Muslims, but they failed to get votes beyond these two communities. So that seems to be happening even in the Mumbai Municipal Corporation election. That
Right.
the Thackeray brothers are able to get their core supporters, but they are unable to attract the add-on voters, which is essential for winning an election.
Final word, Pradeep Gupta. When I look at the real issues of Mumbai, they are worried about sewage, drinking water. Those are the issues that were the top issue in your poll. Do you believe that governance really matters, or is it now freebie Raj? Quick answer.
No, governance definitely matter. Last 4 years, there is no local representation, and these issues are generally addressed by the local corporator and get them addressed. And I want to put one small caveat and the rider. You always ask me in the end, what is this X factor? I will tell this time voter turnout. If our whole projection is based on the final voter turnout around 54%. If it is more, it will be advantage to BJP plus 1% is equal to 10 seats at the wards. And if it is less than 54, it will less number of seats at the ward for the BJP plus. This is what I want to put caveat.
Okay.
I do not have the...
You have kept a caveat. I'm glad you have kept a caveat because we'll see how this plays out tomorrow. But I appreciate you joining us. The poll of polls is clearly showing advantage to the BJP in India's commercial capital. Thank you both, Sanjay Kumar and Pradeep Gupta, for joining me. Now, the polls today saw a relatively low voter turnout. It was just a little over 50%. We'll wait for the final numbers. But there was a controversy. The opposition alleged that the marker pens that were used instead of indelible ink during voting could be easily manipulated. Several videos surfaced showing the ink being easily wiped off the voters' fingers. The BMC and the State Election Commission has denied any malpractice but has admitted that there is a need for an inquiry. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has also asserted that the ink could not be removed. Take a look at this report.
The first election in 8 years for Mumbai's civic body has been clouded by controversy. After a high-voltage campaign, polling day turned equally charged, with the opposition alleging electoral manipulation. The Thackeray brothers, reunited after 2 decades, accused authorities of using marker pens instead of indelible ink, claiming that it was done to benefit the ruling Mahayuti alliance. They allege the ink applied on voters' fingers can be easily wiped off, holding the State Election Commission and the BMC accountable.
बाईचं नाव रवींद्र असेल का पुरुष मतदाराच्या नावाच्या पुढे बाईचा फोटो ह्याच गोष्टी आम्ही मोर्चा काढून सांगितल्या होत्या निवडणूक आयुक्तांच्या समोर ठेवल्या होत्या त्याच्यानंतर शाई पुसल्या जाण्याच्या तक्रारी येत आहेत तर हे सगळे निवडणूक जिंकण्यासाठी यांचा आटापिटा चाललेला आहे बोटावरची शाई तर पुसली जातेच आहे अशा प्रकारे यापूर्वी कधी झाले नव्हते
येन केने प्रकारे निवडणुका जिंकायच्या आणि त्याच्यासाठी जे काही वाटेल ते करता येईल त्याच्या सगळ्या गोष्टी सरकार आणि प्रशासन बरं का आता काहीतरी नवीन पेन आणलंय आणि ते पेन मध्ये इतक्या तक्रारी सगळ्या बाजूनी येत आहेत की तुम्ही बाहेर पडल्यावरती त्याला जर सॅनिटायझर लावलं तर ती शाई जाते.
The Congress echoed these charges, releasing videos purportedly showing ink being erased from fingers with ease. The Mahayuti, however, has outright rejected these allegations. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis even staged a live demonstration, asserting that the ink used is indelible and cannot be removed.
ये अभी मैंने ये मार्कर मेरे को लगाया हुआ है अब इसको मिटा के दिखाइए देखिए कहीं मिट रहा है देखिए आपके सामने कर रहा हूँ कहीं मिट रहा है ऐसा है कि हो सकता है कि किसी का इसके ऊपर ऑब्जेक्शन हो इलेक्शन कमीशन ने देखना चाहिए और कुछ इस्तेमाल करना है तो करना चाहिए मैं तो बोलता ऑयल पेंट करना तो ऑयल पेंट करिए चुनाव निष्पक्ष होने चाहिए.
Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde slammed the opposition, saying that the allegations are nothing but excuses from parties staring at defeat.
तो पोलिंग एजेंट तो उनके भी है ना सभी पार्टी के पोलिंग एजेंट है डबल वोटिंग करना तो उसको ऑब्जेक्शन देना चाहिए.
While the BMC has dismissed the claims, the State Election Commission too has clarified that anyone who tries to erase the ink from the finger can still not vote again. But whether that is enough to placate the opposition remains to be seen. Bureau Report, India Today.
So can you remove the ink of your finger? Remember, I don't vote in Mumbai, but Anuja Dhakras, who's our a correspondent with Mumbai Tak, our Marathi news website, does. And she was among the first to show how it can be easily removed. अनुजा, ये बताइए, आपने सुबह दिखाया था कि ये आसानी से रिमूव हो सकता है, क्या वाकई ये सच्चाई है? कितने मिनटों में आपने वो इंक रिमूव किया? क्या अभी भी वो स्याही आपके उंगली पर है?
जी हाँ, मेरे हाथ पे अभी भी वो स्याही है, लेकिन इसका वजह ये है क्योंकि मैंने 2 घंटे के बाद ये कोशिश की। हुआ ऐसे कि मैंने वोट तकरीबन 7:30 पौने 8 बजे के दरमियान किया और उसके बाद 9 बजे जब मैं स्टूडियो में आई, तब हमारे कुछ दर्शकों ने ये चीज़ जो है वो हमारे ध्यान में लाई कि ऐसी चीज़ें हो रही है, क्या आप इसके ऊपर ध्यान दे सकते हैं? तो जब हमने ये डिसाइड किया कि क्यों ना इसका फैक्ट चेक लाइव ही किया जाए, तो हम लोग ने लाइव में ही एसीटोन मंगवाया और उस एसीटोन से हम लोग ने चेक किया कि क्या ये सच में रिमूव हो रहा है। मुझे वोट करके 2 घंटे हो चुके थे, इसके लिए मेरी तकरीबन 70 to 80% जो इंक है वो रिमूव हो पाई। लेकिन कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं कि जिन्होंने सोशल मीडिया पे ये वीडियोस जो है वो शेयर किए थे कि वो वोट करके आए हैं और अगर वो तुरंत इसको मिटाने की कोशिश करता है तो वो मिट रही है। इसको लेके बवाल इस वजह से हुआ है क्योंकि मुंबई में काफी सारे डबल वोटर्स पाए गए हैं। हालांकि इलेक्शन कमीशन का कहना यह है कि हम लोग ने उन डबल वोटर्स के सामने डबल स्टार भी मार्क किया है ताकि वो डबल टाइम वोट ना कर पाए। लेकिन अगर आप एक जगह से वोट करके आ रहे हैं और अगर आप वो इंक मिटा सकते हैं तो क्या आप दूसरी जगह पे जाके वोट कर पाएंगे? इसकी वजह से ये मुद्दा जो है वो विपक्ष ने भी उठाया और फिर आखिर में इलेक्शन कमीशन, स्टेट इलेक्शन कमीशन को सामने आना पड़ा और सफाई देनी पड़ी कि ये चीज हो नहीं सकती। उनका ये कहना है कि ये 2011 से ही ये इंक यूज हो रही है और वो मार्कर से भी इंक यूज हो रही है अगर लोकल इलेक्शंस है तो उनका ये कहना था कि ये चीजें हो ही नहीं सकती और अगर कोई भी वोटर ये कोशिश कर रहा है तो वो इलीगल है, ऐसा हो नहीं सकता, ऐसा इलेक्शन कमीशन का मानना है।
But the fact is, as Anuja says, 70 to 80% of the ink could be removed the moment you used acetone, and that was 2 hours after. Immediately after, you could remove it all. I want to bring in, thanks very much, Anuja. I want to bring in Mohammad Amin, former Joint Director, Election Commission. The fact is, Mohammad Amin, this is very serious. The Election Commission can play it down and say, no, no, you can't do duplicate voting. Duplicate voting is one other thing. But the fact that the ink can be removed, should that not be very troubling? That there are so many videos coming out of people removing the ink using acetone. You can't have a marker pen just because it has been going on since 2011.
ECI always, Rajdeep, ECI is always using the edible ink, as you told me about the ink. And ink is not easily to remove from the left index finger. It's not easy job. Actually, within seconds, this will be, might be you are also having your always in your finger left fine.
No, but अगर आप acetone use करें तो ये निकल रहा है. What does it mean? If I can use acetone and remove it,
no, I can, Rajdeep, I can agree on that. They may be the expired, maybe 1 or 2 bottles, but not every bottle. Maybe the date may be expired.
No, marker pen is being removed.
No, that can be inquiry set up by the commission to see what happened in the case of the removing the ink immediately after the touching the fingers.
But do you think that these marker pens should be used just because it is a local body election?
No.
Should we use indelible ink? Why should marker pen be used?
No, we cannot use the marker pen. Just we can use this ink only, and we call the electoral ink. That's why. And always we're putting in the left index finger. So,
but you are saying you don't accept that this can be done on large scale. You are saying it can be done in few cases, not on large scale. Am I correct?
Pardon?
But it cannot be done on big scale. You cannot do this across the board. एक दो cases में होगा, but you are denying that it can be done on large scale. Am I correct?
Yeah, of course. Maybe 1 or 2 cases. Otherwise, it's not easy job to remove the ink. Otherwise, so every parliament and every assembly, you can see this ink is used by the Election Commission of India.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Mr. Amin. We'll wait and see what the Election Commission's inquiry suggests. But for joining me on that story, I appreciate you joining me.